hello, and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Monday, August the 31st, 2020, meaning I went to the dentist today and got the rest of them yanked. So that was a good 7 teeth. No, that was a good 9 teeth. Yes, sirree, Bob. Seven on one side, three on the other. Seven, eight, nine, oh, six on one side, three on the other. Had 'em all yanked out there. My dentist, Whitney, just went to town, yanking on teeth. And then we had uh, Phyllis. She was on standby. Phyllis knows all the tricks, so she was there too, and she was helping us out. So there you go. Anyway, I got a happy birthday shout out going out to Diane Davis Terney and Darla Gilmore Teply. And so here we go without further ado. Here is birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey Diane, and Darla, you know I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know you're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Diana and Gina, not Gina, Darla, you know, I heard it's your birthday today. 1 more trip around the sun today. So, you know, you got many more to play. So happy birthday to you, I say, and many more. You cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Spent most of my time in a dental chair today, and well. You'd think that I'd be in pain, but that's all worn off now, and well, I'm okay. Got a little swelling. I got a couple of dents. I got one little goofy piece of meat hanging off here and there. No, it's not all that bad. But any hoot and nanny. Yeah, any hoot and nanny. Got some friends that like the Shen Show. You know, the ones that throw the thumbs up on the Shen Show. That would be like Leony, Pedraza, Fernandez, Cindy Welch, Martin Kelly, Tina Kleeschulte, Ashbrook, Samantha Ward, Sherry Briscoe, Marianne Briscoe, John Briscoe, um, and who's that other one? Oh, Steve Kelly. No, Steve Clary. Steve Clary. And I was going off of guessing on that one because he liked me at the last moment before I started the show today. Anywho, that being said, let's do some local weather. Local weather is going to be brought to you by Pain and Drain Grab 'em Plain Tooth Medication Toothache Incorporated. That's right. Dr. Payne, Dr. Grab 'em, and Dr. Find 'em. Anyway, here we go. Tuesday, August 31st. Partly cloudy skies early, followed by scattered thunderstorms overnight. Lows around overnight near 70 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. Chances of rain 60%. And then Tuesday, September the 1st. That's right. Thunderstorms likely in the morning. Then a chance of a scattered thunderstorm in the afternoon. Highs around 80 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. Cloudy and a stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible overnight. Lows around 69 degrees Fahrenheit and winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then we got overcast skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible for Wednesday, September the 2nd, with high temperatures around 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable. Mostly cloudy skies with a stray thunderstorm shower also possible. Lows around 67 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. South to southwest at 4 miles per hour. Thursday, September the 3rd, considerable cloudiness early in the morning, some decreasing clouds later on in the afternoon. Highs around 87 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies with lows around at 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour over the night. of Thursday. How about Friday, September the 4th? Sunshine and clouds mixed in. Highs around 79 with winds of west 6 mile an hour winds north to northeast. They'll be blowing in your feast. Anyway, and then some clouds early overnight will give way to gradually clearing skies. And then 58 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light variable southeast at 4 miles per hour. Saturday, September the 5th. That's right, mainly sunny skies. Highs around 84 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's see, overnight for a Saturday, September the 5th. Clear skies, lows around 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that there, my friends, does it for you. The 5 day forecast is all taken care of. Brought to you by Grab 'em, Paint 'em, and Charge 'em Dental Services. Snag 'em, nab 'em, and dab 'em. Alrighty then. I was going to do Elvis, and I don't know if I can pull him off now with no teeth, but I could try to pull off old Elvis with teeth. We'll give it a shot anyway. Let's see. The song I wanted to do was I'm going to check it out, but I'm going to first start off with oh come on. Ooh, I wish I were in the land of cotton. Song lyrics, I wish I were in the land of cotton. Dixie. Okay, that's what it was. Dixieland. In Dixieland where I was born. Song lyrics, Dixieland. I wish I was in the land of cotton. Oh, times I heard not forgotten. I look away, I look away at Dixieland. I look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland, where I was born, early one frosty morn. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. And then I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. Now, that just ain't quite cutting it. We're just going to do some Elvis and Miss Elvis Presley. Song lyrics, Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley A to Z. Is that A to Z lyrics? Those are the ones I like to go with. The song, and some words on it. He's got a big old hunk of burning love. Let's see. Now, what did my dad request today? Actually, he said he sings it, but I am the one. Not to be confused with I ask the Lord, I beg of you, I believe. I can help, I can't help it. I can't stop you, I don't care. I don't, if I feel so bad, I feel that you, I feel if Every I can dream if I get, if I don't, if I did, if I got. I got a woman. I got lucky. I got a stung. I got no. I John. I just can't. I just can't. I'll be back. I'll be home for Christmas. I'll be home on Christmas Day. Ow, 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 ow. I love you, only one girl. I love you because I'm beginning to forget you. I'm coming home. I'm counting. I met her today. I'm falling. I'm growing. I'm gonna. I miss you. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm left. I'm on. I'm moving. I'm not. I'm no. I'm yours. And indescribable blue. I need somebody. I need you. Inherit the wind. I don't know. It's not in there. I I don't know. I don't know which one it is for me to see. I don't know. I don't know. Hey Jude. Elvis done Hey Jude. No, that one's Hey Hey Hey. That's not what I wanted. Hey Jude. Don't be a fool. Take a sad song and make it better. The minute you let her into your heart, then you can start to make her better. Let you don't let me down. Take our sad song and make it better. The minute you let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Let it out and let it in. Had you begin to make the world a little bit better? Don't you know that it's a fool who plays it cool and making the world a little better? Hey Jude, don't let me down. Take a sad song and make it better. I can't keep going 'cause my throat's a growing dry. And if my throat grows dry, I don't know what I'm going to do 'cause I can't suck my straw because my doctor told me not to. Na 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 hey Jude. Na 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 hey Jude. Anyway, my dad was saying that the one song was a flip song for a different song that Elvis had done, and well, I couldn't find it, so it's not there for me to sing, so I'm not going to sing it. Oh, I wish I were in a land of cotton. Oh, that oh, not forgotten. I look away, a Dixieland. I don't remember the way he done it that way. He done it that day in a spectacular way. Oh, Elvis Presley. All right, well, let's do some Shen Show stuff. How about, well, we're going to do some story time for the kids. And the reason we're doing story time for the kids is because my mouth is getting too dried to carry on much longer. And so, we're going to do the story time for the kids, and then we'll just kind of wrap her up. I did do the Bible with Briscoe earlier in the day, prior to the dental excursion. My problem here is my tongue is itching. And when my tongue itches, I kind of want to scratch it. And I don't have any teeth to scratch it with. Noah, Ruth, Simon, oh no, Samson, Cain and Abel. I remember doing Cain and Abel. David and Goliath. This one I have not done as of yet. So we will do this one. David and Goliath. Here is one of the best Bible stories for children ever. Long, long time ago, God was looking for a new king of Israel to replace King Saul, who had displeased him. Then God sent his servant Samuel to the house of Jesse and asked him to anoint one of his sons. The youngest, David, a young boy of 15, with the bright blue eyes and rosy cheeks, was chosen as the one and anointed. Since that day, God's Spirit was always with David. King Saul was not happy because he had not made peace with God, and David used to play the harp very well. So Saul's servants thought that beautiful music played by David would cheer him up, and it did. David's music made the king feel better, and slowly David was awarded by the king, adored by the king. However, King Saul was unaware of the fact that David was anointed by Samuel and that he would become the future king of Israel. While Saul was the king of Israel, the Philistines continued to battle with them, and one of the Philistines was a huge giant named Goliath. Goliath was 9 feet tall, and it was impossible for anyone to fight him. He kept on daring Israelites, telling them, Philistines who will become the servants of Israel if someone could fight Goliath. But King Saul and his army were scared. David was very courageous and was not afraid of Goliath. With his shepherd's staff in his hand, David went down to fight Goliath. David took out his slingshot and picked up 5 smooth stones from a stream. He openly challenged Goliath and said, "Come with a sword, Goliath." Notice that David was carrying uh, openly challenged Goliath and said, "Come with a sword." Goliath noticed that David was carrying a shepherd's staff and laughed at David, but David was not afraid. David ran towards Goliath, put a stone in his slingshot, and swirled it and slung it, and it hurt the giant with the stone deeply in his forehead. Surprisingly, Goliath fell to the ground, and David won a great victory on Israel. Finally, David saved Israel from Goliath. And there you have it. That was the story of David and Goliath. For the kids, you know. It's all for the kids. It's all for the kids. How about the story? The creation story. I don't know. I thought I read the creation story one time before. Millions and millions of years ago, God created the earth and the heavens. At first, it was completely dark and colored with water, covered with water. but he thought that would make a life difficult on the earth. So earth did not have any life. This worried God. So on the first day God said, "Let there be light," and within some seconds there was light. On the first day God said, "Let there be light," and within some seconds there was light. He called the light day and the dark night. Then he decided to make the sky. So on the second day, God made the sky. The very next day, God wanted land. So he said, "Let there be land," and the land came out of the water. God then called the land earth and the water sea. With the light and the sky, with the light and the sky, the land and the water, the earth looked so beautiful. But he wanted to look the earth even better. He wanted the look of the earth to be even better. Boy, whoever wrote this story doesn't know how to write. And so on the third day he created the plants and trees, and on the fourth day God created the sun to shine in the day, and the moon and stars to come out at night. On the fifth day God fulfilled the seas with fish and plants. He also wanted the birds to fly in the sky. He also filled the earth with all kinds of animals, big and small. And finally, his biggest creation of all, man. He said that unlike animals, man would stand up tall and also have a soul. So God took some sand from the ground and created man out of it. He made man to take care of his creation. This was all done in just 6 days. And on the seventh day, God rested. "I need rest," he said, and so he rested. God took 7 days to create the beautiful earth. And there you have it. That was the story of creation. I believe I've read that already. And we done the birth of Jesus yesterday. Easter story for kids. How's that sound? The Easter story for kids. 3,000 years ago, God sent a man to earth. His name was Jesus. He was born under strange circumstances in Bethlehem. He grew up under the care of his mother, Mary, and his father, Joseph. When Jesus turned 13 years old, he started teaching people about God. He always helped others. He fed thousands of needy people with just a little bit of food. He made sick people better. He could stop the natural calamities, and he could even awaken the dead and bring them back to life. Jesus built the temple that Raman people had destroyed once. And while some people loved him because of his kindness, some people were jealous of him and had planned to kill him. The Roman people who wanted to rule the province captured him. Soldiers took him to Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. There they gave him some wine mixed with a drug, and he refused to drink it. Also, oh, let's see, he refused to drink it. They nailed Jesus to the cross. The soldiers were gambling about who would get Jesus' clothes, and they nailed him to the cross around 9 o'clock in the morning. Soldiers also nailed two criminals with Jesus, one to his right and the other to his left. People who passed by said terrible things about Jesus. They shook their heads and shouted, "So you are the one who built the temple again within 3 days. Save yourself and come down from the cross." The chief priests also made fun of him and said to each other, "He can save others, but he can't save himself. The two criminals also said cruel things to Jesus. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the sky turned dark. That time, Jesus shuddered and said, my God, I commit my spirit in your hands. Jesus shuddered and then died at once. The curtains in the temple were torn apart from top to bottom. An army officer who was standing in front of the crucified Jesus saw how Jesus had died. After seeing all this, he said, "This man was really the Son of God." After his death, Jesus went up into heaven, and there he met God. All his pain and wounds had gone, and God told him that his followers needed him, and so he sent him to the earth again to save his people. Jesus was resurrected. After the resurrection, Mother Mary brought some spices to put on Jesus' body. She went to the tomb early morning with her two friends. On the way, they were discussing the big stone which is kept at the entrance, and they were thinking that would roll, that they would roll. They were thinking that who would roll the big stone from there, but on reaching, they saw that the stone had been rolled away. It was a huge stone, and the women went into the tomb, and on the right side they saw a young man sitting. He was an angel. You, the angel asked, "Are you searching for the body of Jesus, the one who was nailed to the cross?" He told them that God has risen Jesus to life, and the body of Jesus had disappeared. Jesus took his people's sins, and he risen and had risen again for the sake of the people. There you have it. That there was the story of Jesus, which is basically the story of Easter. That's why we celebrate Easter. All right, hey friends, that looks like it's it for story time for the kids. I'm gonna have to say, well, how about it's part of our portion time for our daily bread. And today's devotion in our daily bread is the servant hears. Now, the Daily Bread is brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe will be Psalms 132 through 134 and 1 Corinthians 11:17 through 34. Here we go. The servant hears. The scripture to go with the servant hears is 1 Samuel 3, 1 through 10. The Lord calls Samuel. The boy Samuel ministered before the Lord under Eli. In those days the word of the Lord was rare, and there were not many visions. One night Eli, whose eyes were becoming so weak that he could barely see, was lying down in his usual place. The lamp of God had not yet gone out, and Samuel was laying down in the house of the Lord, where the ark of God was. Then the Lord called Samuel. Samuel answered, "Here I am." And he ran to Eli and said, "Here I am, you called me?" But Eli said, "I did not call. Go back and lie down." So he went and lied down. Again the Lord called, "Samuel." And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me?" My son, Eli said, I did not call. Go back and lie down. Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, and the word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him. A third time the Lord called, Samuel. And Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, Here I am, you called me. Then Eli realized that the Lord was calling the boy. So Eli told Samuel, Go and lie down, and if he calls you, say, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. The Lord called and stood there, calling as at the other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel said, Speak, for your servant is listening. And there you have it. The servant was listening. Samuel, the servant, was listening. And the servant heard the word from Jesus Christ, who is the Word, who was in the beginning and in the end. All right, my friends. Hey, that looks like the end of that. Oh, by the way, that was brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, the Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. I highly recommend that you tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Alrighty then, hey, that looks like one song for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go, whoa, I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go, I hate to leave you, but I really must go, so goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Hey, this here's been Shenandoah Briscoe coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri, saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know God loves you, and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' mighty name, and come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.